Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Hello and welcome today. Today you're joined by me, Daniel, and also you're joined by Jude Smith.
Heyo.
Welcome. So yeah, this is the work here. judesmith.artstation.com. You also got a website as well, I've seen.
Yeah, it's just judesmithdesign.com.
Yep, awesome. So yeah, those
Need,
links will
need to be
be
updated.
below if anyone's interested in those. Um, which is interesting. um, yeah. So it's been what, like nine? I think I looked at it. It was like 9-ish months since you were on before.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's been
So
a while.
yeah, it's been a little bit. I mean, things have changed in the world since then.
I
Um,
know so much.
yeah, yeah. Um, like we were just discussing a little bit like about the pandemic and things. Um, before, and it's how it's kind of changed. It's kind of changed our
Yeah.
world in a way.
It's
But
changed. It's changed everything.
mm, yeah, yeah, and I've been one of the ones that have having to actually go out and work through it all. Whether um, because I have to pack health supplies, so
Oh boy. Yeah.
drugs, everything going to all the pharmacies and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and here in New Zealand, all the pharmacies and most of the hospitals were open. There was one hospital that closed, I think, because they had a case there.
Oh
Um,
really?
yeah, I think they found a case there and they closed it. I don't know how they went about that. Whether it just closed for the day or just closed for the week. I don't have all the information about that, but I just knew they kind of closed up for something. Yeah. Um,
Crazy.
and even the hospitals, they had like real bad restrictions. Like you couldn't really go in to hospitals like you normally do. You have to kind of ring up and book before and everything like that. So um, yeah.
Are you guys getting hit hard or?
Uh, I think we did relatively good.
Oh, that's
Um,
good.
we we only had like 1,500 cases in total. Um,
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
so yeah, we did really good, I think. We had really bad restriction. Oh yeah, well, really restricting restrictions. How do you say that?
Yeah, I know. I know. That's I was when we were talking earlier. I was like, I'm just repeating myself twice here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like only stay at home. Pretty much, we had stay at home, only go out for essential services. Um, that's about it for like I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks that went on for. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Man, it was that first 2 weeks was brutal. We were just like stuck in the house, sure what to do,
hmm.
and the first weekend was my daughter's week. It was her birthday
Oh
weekend,
yeah.
and so it was tough for her.
Hmm.
She didn't understand why we had to like cancel her party and stuff, and
Oh
but uh but we're gonna do something once everything kind of was back to normal again. So
yeah. Oh, that'll be good for her.
yeah,
We yeah. How old was she turning?
6.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had
it's a
my
bummer.
yeah. I had my partner. She had her birthday during that lockdown period.
Oh yeah, virtual birthday party.
Yeah, pretty much. There's not, a lot you can do, but I eventually just cooked her a nice meal and uh, you know, did what I can. I baked a cake. I'm pretty sure. Um,
Yeah, nice.
mm, Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this has been forcing everyone to like be a little more creative, I feel like.
mm,
Got to use your imagination more, and you can't, you're not in, no one's in the usual routine that they're used to.
mm, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more people, without jobs, without, um, those kind of things, so they can, be at home. They can, make their way as an artist if they want to be, if they, um, want to do something more, be creative at
Yeah,
home, you know.
yeah, it gives you some time to do some self-reflecting, which is good.
Hmm. Yeah. For me, I didn't really get that time because I was working, so it
Oh
was
yeah, that's true. That's
kind
true. Yeah,
kind of the same routine. Um,
man. I was editing my class for IFCC
mm,
the whole time. So it was work and then spend a few hours with, the family and then back to editing and it was
mm,
I was like I thought I was going to get some time to myself to do some art, but no. So,
yeah,
but I'm back at it now again, thankfully.
yeah. It's like that when you get home, like you get home, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have like 8 hours of painting to do, and no, you've got um, other commitments like cleaning the house or
Yeah,
um, for me, I got a child as well. She's turning 2 in a month's time. Um,
nice.
so she's fun to keep entertained, Could keep her
Oh yeah.
entertained during the weekend as well, which is
Yeah.
fun. Um, yeah, and just do the general, groceries and things like that. So there's all these other things to do. Um, when you're out and about doing, work and studio and things like that, you don't
Mhm.
like notice him a lot, I guess,
Yeah.
as much. Yeah. Yeah, so you are talking about the IFCC course there. Um,
Hmm.
how's that going? Like, um, what's
Good.
that?
This week the event has been going on, so I think they have today and tomorrow left. Tuesday I did a stream just talking about the class for the event, and
Awesome.
uh, and then I think the class will all the videos. It's all pre-recorded, so I
Mm,
think the videos go up on Monday.
awesome.
Um, so it'll be hopefully a few people sign up, and I'll just be giving people feedback as they kind of walk through it. So
Awesome.
I'm excited. I'm excited. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I thought it was going to be a lot. Um, I wasn't prepared for the workload that a teaching a class is, and when I started, I realized that I wasn't breaking things down enough, so I kind of went back and really walked through the process from doing like iteration sketches and refining that line art and eventually to that final polish. But the hardest part was like taking some 40 hours worth of work and trying to boil it down to three.
Hmm.
But but I think it came out good. So hopefully
That's awesome.
some people learn something from it.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you think you learned anything from it? Doing
Oh,
that?
I learned so much. It was so eye opening seeing my process like um, fed back to me,
Hmm.
and I kind of want to do like a part two class eventually. Yeah, I don't know. It was good. It was really eye opening.
Hmm. Yeah, it definitely is when teach someone or show something that
Yeah,
it reinforces it. Um,
yeah.
it's
Well,
great.
because at a certain point it kind of becomes like second nature to you. So, um, and then when someone asks you how you how you do that, it's hard um, sometimes step back and put into words your thoughts,
Mm,
and that
definitely.
was definitely the hardest part of the whole process for me.
Mm,
But but yeah, it was just as much as I hope it was helpful. It ends up being helpful for other people. I hope it was helpful for me. So
mm. It definitely will, help someone out there. It looks amazing. I mean, I would do it myself if I had the time and everything. Um, you know, I enjoy just learning everything that's out there. Um,
yeah, me too. I really enjoy watching tutorials and stuff.
hmm.
I need
And
to.
yeah,
I'm feeling like the itch for myself to take a new class here sometime soon.
hmm. And sometimes, there's, obviously thousands of teachers out there. And sometimes, there's that one teacher that you just click with, or
Yeah,
just really say something, um,
that kind of
that,
resonates with you.
yeah, which is great. There's so many opportunities out there for people to teach, whether, it's on these online courses, or if it's on like YouTube or Twitch or something like that. There's so
Hmm.
many ways you can say something, so um,
Yeah,
it can be good to learn, and teach.
yeah. That's the great thing with um, you know digital art in general. There's so many approaches, so it kind of becomes less as you go on, less about the process and more about what you're comfortable with and what you
Yeah,
enjoy doing.
mm, definitely. Yeah, and there's always new ways, like whether you're gonna
Hmm.
use
That's
3D,
the harder.
you know.
That's the hardest hurdle. That's the hardest hurdle to deal with. You're like, it feels like every day someone comes out with something new or another technique,
Hmm.
and you're like, dang it, now I have this to learn, and not to mention all the software that comes out and keeps getting updated. So
Yeah, yeah. I think third place for me is 2020 Photoshop, and I still haven't kind of touched base with it really. I'm still kind of
oh yeah,
using
man,
219.
Adobe Adobe needs to get it together because the latest versions have been have been so buggy and have caused
Okay.
me so many issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I haven't seen many issues. Um, I have had one or two where I don't know if it's size of my file, or what's going on there, but it would, like, Photoshop would kind of crash.
Oh, I was having it freeze on me. There was a couple
Yeah.
months ago where it was just freezing constantly. There was one night I was trying to record my footage for my class, and I think I got like 10 minutes done throughout the whole night because it just kept crashing. Like
Hmm.
minute after minute, it would freeze. I'd have to shut it down and then boot it back up. And I was so mad at the end of that night. And uh, I haven't had too much of that issue anymore, but every now and then it will just lock up, and I don't get why.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had the same issue, but yeah, it's only like maybe once a week, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad to deal with.
Well, now I can turn off the pressure
Hmm.
sensitivity on it, so it's always working, even on brushes that it doesn't have it loaded.
Ah, yeah,
It
yeah.
uh, it used to be I couldn't get the pressure sensitivity to work, and now it's the opposite. So
Hmm.
I've just like given up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's had some that play around sometimes, in the
Yeah,
past. Um, but yeah, it's what I use. It's what I enjoy using. So that's um, yeah,
yeah,
it's for me.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So are you doing any studies right now or?
Um, so with my normal personal kind of work, I'm doing so I'm doing my book. I am doing studies on the side, so I try and do 30 minutes a week.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
just drawing something that I see from reference. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, some sort of study or something that I see. At the moment, I think I need to probably quickly do it tonight. You know, the 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's up and down. There some weeks I do like 2 hours of studying
Yeah.
something. Other times I do just the bare minimum of half an hour. I just set that goal. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it all depends on how busy I am.
Mm.
Whether
Yeah. No, I feel you. Studies can be it's like eating your vegetables. You don't really want to do it, but it definitely makes you a lot better.
yeah. Well, there's
I've
obviously
been
yeah.
I've been sketching more in my sketchbooks,
Mm,
just to just to have a more solid foundation. I used to draw a lot in my sketchbooks, but I kind of since I like went full digital, I kind of put down the traditional drawing. And last year, I started kind of getting back into it a little more heavily, and man, like my sketches look so rough, and I was like, what happened? And but I've stuck with it, and they're looking a lot better now. So
mm,
I'm glad. I filled up one sketchbook, and now I'm like a quarter of a way through another one. So
mm,
gonna just I keep trying to just leave it at my desk next to me, and whenever I get stuck on something, I'll just try to draw it out,
mm.
and then go from there.
Awesome. I'm also doing I do 4 drawings a week in my sketchbook. Um,
Oh yeah,
they're based on words that I make up.
oh
Um,
yeah,
and yeah, I just post those to Instagram. I used to do videos about them every month. I did it for six
um,
months, and then I kind of finished it off. I was like, I don't want to do the videos anymore.
mm,
But keeping up the doing the drawings every day, um, just to keep me going. It feels like I've actually achieved something. Something each day.
yeah,
Um, same kind of with the reference. Some days I've just achieved a little drawing. Other days I've done a full-fledged, um, awesome sketch or something.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, some days.
It's a it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you get like a good sketch down.
Hmm. Yes.
But then the rest of them are all like botched, and you're like, ah, why?
Yeah, but I you come to expect it. It's not every drawing's gonna be the best you're gonna do. So,
I
um,
get
mm,
I get really picky about my drawings, and so sketching has allowed me to like relax a bit, and because you eventually are like, no one's probably ever going to see these, so when you kind of are able to relax with them a bit more, it becomes fun. But for a while there, I was like, oh my gosh, if my art director or anyone ever looks at these, they're gonna think I'm a joke. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of those drawings out there that I've done, and I'm like, not the greatest, not too shabby. Um, better.
or even like looking back on old work, sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah. I'm slowly doing that at the moment. I've got old book that I did, a children's book called Junkyard Adventures. Um, I did it back in 3, 4 years ago. Say it's 2016, I think. 4 years ago. Um, at my previous course, school, Wanganui School Design, that I did. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna revisit it again. Just polish it off really.
Nice.
And it's a bit more than polishing off. Just put it that way. um, just so I wanted to see a bit more light of day. Because it was such a big project. And it'd be good to see it as a print. finally.
Yeah, it's fun to sometimes go back to an old idea and rehash it just to see how far like you've come
Mm,
and just seeing how you can like improve upon ideas.
yeah, it's always good to do that. Um, yeah. Look at someone else's idea, like those you draw your kids' drawings.
Oh yeah, yeah, those are awesome. Those are awesome.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do that one day. Um, get one of my daughter's drawings and just kind of create something from it. Um,
Mm,
could do that one day. And
yeah,
it's definitely on my list of things to do. Awesome.
yeah. Some people do some amazing stuff with that, and
Mm,
I feel like that's a challenge, in itself. Just trying to reimagine, a kid's drawing.
yeah.
You should totally do that with your daughter, though.
Yeah, I have to wait probably a year or two, until she, draws something good. Um,
Well, you never know, man. Maybe she'll come up with something real crazy for you. And
yeah, I mean, she seems to really like coloring in things at the moment.
oh, really?
Um,
Yeah.
and she likes sitting on my computer, just like touching buttons and things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And also I give her my tablet pen, and she draws things on my tablet too. Um, every now and again, she enjoys doing that. um,
Yeah, my daughter will draw on the tablet a bit. I just got a Cintiq, and when I did, we were like constantly fighting over it. She wanted to draw on the screen, so
yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah.
she's not huge into drawing. She likes it when I like pull like a photo from like a TV show she likes and let her like draw over that in Photoshop.
Mm. Uh, yeah.
But other than that, she hasn't really gravitated too much into to artwork.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, you
But
should
that's
do
okay. I'll let her
it.
discover it on her own. Don't want to be too pushy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That, yeah. Awesome. So, how's your studio doing, Kabam?
All's going good. We're you know, all just working from home and you know, it's an interesting time. It's yeah, I mean, it's it seems like everything's moving smoothly. We haven't really had too many issues or anything. And fortunately, the company was able to set us up with laptops and everything to work from home,
Awesome.
and it's been going good.
That's good. Yeah. Do you still have your like meeting calls and things like that?
Luckily I don't have a ton of meetings. I just have
Mm.
to touch base with my art director and producer. Um, but but other than that, I don't really have any meetings. It's just making sure I get the work done on time
Mm.
and yeah, it's been good. I like how flexible the schedule is working from home.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's good.
the studios always kind of had the mentality of just as long as you can get the work done in time, then
Mm.
you can kind of um, work at your own pace. So it's been good.
Mm. It's always good. It's
Yeah.
has it been a difference, a big difference, or you settled in okay?
Yeah. I mean, I it hasn't been too hard for I think the concept team because um, we we you know the programmers and stuff aren't reliant on our work as much, so we can kind of we can kind of work alongside with the rest of the team. But I'm sure it's difficult for a lot of the people who work a little more closely together.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it would be challenging. Always like calling him up every 5 minutes. Hey, how do you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this? Or what's wrong with this?
yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that side with the whole um, development, because I'm sure it's a nightmare, especially if you're working on a home computer that might not be the greatest. So
It crashes every 5 minutes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. As soon as you open the file, crash.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, I mean that used to happen at my old school. We had these um, quite lacky computers in our graphic design class.
yeah.
And I would have like these big files, so you know, I would save it, and it would take like 20 minutes to save a
Oh yeah,
file, and just hoping it wouldn't crash by the time it saved. Um, so I'd deal with that,
yeah.
but you get through it, and you just do what you can. Um,
I learned so many important lessons in college, like saving backup files. I I was getting ready for my final portfolio for like graduation, and I was working on like a big environment shot, and it was a city scene, and and I was only working on one file like an idiot, and it was on my holiday break, and I was like, I'm just gonna knock this out on the break, and I'll be good. And like halfway through, my computer just crashed out of nowhere, and when I opened it up, it was just this. There was nothing left. It was just a black image with like a red bar running through it, and I I was livid. I did not want to restart. I had painted so much of it already, and it was all gone.
Yeah.
So I had to start over from the beginning. I was so mad.
Yeah, would have been. Yeah, backing up's always important. um, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, now I'm so paranoid, and I like save like there. I have like 10 plus backup
mm,
files for every project.
definitely. I've heard so many stories like that. They're um doing their work and then boom, it's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
yeah.
I had it like I'd have it on a copy on the like school computer, work computer, and then copy at home and copy on a pen drive.
Mm.
Sometimes I'd be slacky, but thankfully nothing happened. So
Yeah, I occasionally I'll do that dumb thing where you're working, and then you close out of Photoshop, and if you don't save, it gives you the little do you want to save this menu,
mm.
and without thinking I'll just hit like no or whatever, and
Yeah, yeah.
then I'll be like,
Uh oh.
oh, I didn't save. I didn't save for like the whole day.
Mm. Jeez, yeah.
It's rare, but I did that recently,
Mm.
a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. I always I just try to save like every 20ish minutes, I guess, at least. Um but yeah, I've done that too where I'm like, oh, just oh yeah, press it, I'm just exiting. Oh no, I was supposed to save that. Um
Yeah,
it's not been like as extreme as 8 hours work, but um yeah, it's been not the greatest because that half an hour you spent or whatever time you spent doing that, it's not, it's a loss.
yeah. Luckily, it's never been uh, too much stuff that I've lost,
Mm.
but yeah, I've definitely done that before, and you know,
Yeah.
it sucks. You're like, why?
Mm.
I was so careful up until this point.
Um, yeah. Yeah. Lately, I've changed a bit of my YouTube channel at the moment. I changed the banner. I've changed like the thumbnails and fixing the thumbnails up and just slowly doing that. I can only do probably 5 or 6 thumbnails a day.
Yeah,
Um, so I'm kind of reviewing my YouTube channel as I go and then changing things up and things like that.
that's good.
Um,
Have you interviewed any other artists recently?
Recently, um, no, I think 3 weeks ago was my most recent.
Nice.
Um, can't put my finger on who it was. But
Mhm.
yeah, in the last 6 months, I definitely, talked to some, well, 9 months, talked to some awesome people out there. It's been great. Um,
Nice. I'll have to check them out.
I think, I don't know, was it before or after I had Bobby Ripholds, so had Ref Lemotin, some Zena Silva, Nova, Marcos Taros, Antonio Petit. So some amazing artists out there around the world, with all different kind of ways of art in a way. Some
Yeah, good to
um,
have variety.
yeah, and I don't always just go for, the biggest artist out there and all those things.
Hmm.
I just want someone with a bit of variety, to chat to, just an awesome artist really to chat to. I just enjoy chatting with them, finding out what their, artist journey and artist life is like, um,
Hmm.
their side of the world, wherever they are, I think I've talking to one New Zealander, artist.
Hmm.
Hopefully I will talk to some more New Zealand artists. Would be great. I've talked to an Australian artist, which is
Yeah.
close to us. Um, yeah, it's been great.
Uh, yeah, they're who's that guy? Uh, of course, I'm like a big fan of like Weta Workshop, so I
Hmm.
used to I used to pay pretty close attention to Aaron Beck.
Yeah, I
He was one of my favorites for a long time, and still is really. He's a beast.
am. Awesome. Yeah, so I was wondering if you do you review your portfolio or online presence?
Do I do like portfolio reviews?
Uh, Review your own.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Um, um, I have gotten my portfolio reviewed a few times.
Hmm.
I well, trying to think the last time I did it. Yeah, actually, I met what's his name? Oh, I'm gonna forget his name now, and I don't do that. I met the art director at Weta last year,
Awesome. Yeah.
and he gave me a great portfolio review. Uh, yeah, every now and then I do that just because it's good to kind of get a feel for where you're at, and obviously there's a lot of talented artists out there who um, can give you the right kind of feedback. So I still I still definitely approach artists every now and then to get feedback.
Hmm.
It helps a lot, even no matter how good you get. Um, it can be kind of eye opening, like you said, talking to other artists and hearing about their experiences, um, seeing you know when someone else takes a look at your work, they might see something that you've never seen just based on their experiences and everything that they've gone through. So yeah, I definitely anytime I can, especially when I go to like events, uh, I will get my portfolio reviewed.
Hmm. Awesome. It's always great to do. yeah, like I said, someone else's opinion can really help.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Yeah, so just so you have your website too, that says it's through Wix. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like I guess they're kind of like Good Brush, or is it Good Brush? What is the other Squarespace?
yeah.
Good Brush is Craig Mullins, but
Okay.
um, Squarespace is kind of the same thing. They
Mm,
just have like templates and stuff for you to build off of. I
yes.
need to update mine. It's so outdated. I don't even have like current work on there right now.
Yeah, yeah. What? Why did you create that?
It was for when I was just applying to studios,
Hmm.
but uh, but I noticed that studios now a lot of time when you're applying, they just ask for your art station now. So
Yeah,
um, I keep the website going, but I don't know if I'll keep it forever. It needs to be revamped.
yeah, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
That's something I'm gonna do over the summer, I guess.
Yeah. It's always something to do, something to edit. Um,
Yeah.
think like my DeviantArt account. I've been changing that for years. I
Oh
still
yeah.
keep it.
I do too. I do too. But man, it is brutal to go on there.
Yeah.
I it used to be a lot better back in the day.
Mm.
But yeah, I found a lot of great artists on there and who kind of impacted me a lot in the beginning before like going to college and everything. And it was kind of the place to go to get a good idea of what was out there. And the variety of artists on DeviantArt is incredible.
Yeah.
But but eventually, the main page just became this weird you know uh, regurgitation of all this weird like anime stuff
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
isn't
Definitely.
great and is questionable.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I fell off the map with it. I still
Mm.
post there just to keep it updated every now and then, but I don't. I don't know. For the kind of stuff that I like, ArtStation, I guess, is the way to go. They keep it a
Yeah.
little more
Yeah. Definitely.
professional, and they try not to let the main page just be, you know, a bunch of boobs all the time. So
Yeah.
they
Definitely.
try.
Yeah. It's awesome on there. You've got jobs to apply for on the website as well as uploading your work and having your portfolio all in the same place. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
how I got my job was through ArtStation.
Mm, yeah.
So
It's awesome place to have. There's those forums and things on DeviantArt that post jobs and things, but there's not that kind of job mentality in that place. It's
no,
more
no, it would
yeah.
be good for like for getting like freelance gigs. So
Mm,
I know like if you're an artist that really is into like getting commission work, DeviantArt is a good way to go.
yeah, can be, but it depends on um yeah what you do and where you go. Sometimes it's not
For sure.
yeah
Yeah.
um it's not I didn't it's not easy really on there um as it is, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I always am very like very straightforward with people when it comes to like when people ask me about commission work. So I just lay out what my rates and stuff are for them right off the bat so I don't have to beat around the bush and deal with all
Mm.
the can you do this for free? So
Yeah. There's a variety on there basically. It's exactly the same as their work on there, their artwork and stuff like that. There's a variety on there. So there's gonna be a variety of jobs.
uh,
Mm,
I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong if you want to do some of the work that is on there, but
mm,
but
exactly.
there's good money in it too.
Yeah.
you can. I know a few artists who probably make a decent living doing that. So
Awesome. I also say that you have a online store as well. Um, yeah, how's that
oh,
going?
for Prince,
Yeah.
yeah, I do, and I haven't really. That's super old. I need to go through that. Yeah. I don't think I've ever sold anything off of there
Okay.
either.
Well, that's fair enough, you know. Um, I got like Etsy, I think.
No, nice.
Um, I've done, some conventions and some fairs and things like that. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say I sold a lot.
Yeah.
But it's there.
No, when I was starting off, I definitely did more of that in the beginning because I was trying to find avenues to get my work out there and to try to
Mm,
get noticed a little bit. And um, now that I'm working pretty steady and I don't really spend a lot of time doing that stuff.
mm,
There at this point, I kind of the majority of my own work I'm starting to base off of my own story that I've kind of been thinking up. Um, and I think I would like to do something with it eventually, maybe turn it into a book or something. But really, the goal with this so far is just for me to kind of do some world building and kind of have a focus. Um, so if you look at my recent work, a lot of the characters and stuff I'm doing are follow a particular theme. So I'm gonna continue to build off of that, and I have some cool stuff planned for the future. So that I'm working on currently. So hopefully the next couple months I'll be posting more about that. But whether it becomes something or not, I don't know. But it's given me like a foundation to build my work off of, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's giving me focus and helping me kind of narrow down my taste and style. So
awesome.
it's been good.
Well, that's all good, you know. Um, it probably opened up a lot more ideas, I guess.
Yeah, I did. I had a hard time in the beginning, just um, going back to getting feedback on portfolios. Um, um, People, I when I first was getting my portfolio reviewed, a lot of the feedback that I got was that my portfolio didn't feel like it had any focus to it. And one of the suggestions that was made to me was that I should start basing my work off of an idea. And so that's kind of what I've done over the past 2 years. And since then, uh, I've seen a lot of improvement in
Mm,
my style and my sense of direction. So I'm kind of just chasing that idea.
awesome. Well, it's been great chatting with you and everything. Um, yeah, I was just wondering, have you met many or any inspirational people in your life?
Yeah, lots. Marco Durovic. I think I said that name right. I'm probably butchering it, but he's the owner of Six More Vodka.
Ah,
Um,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, he gave me a great portfolio review. Very honest, and it was tough. He's very blunt about his opinion and very critical, but it was extremely helpful to hear what he had to say and hearing his honest feedback. Uh, yeah, yeah. I went to Lightbox last year, and there were tons of great artists there. I saw Sparth do a demo that was
Oh,
really
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Ben Morrow has some great stuff that he's talked about with like Blender. Um, Jama Jerbaev also is, everyone. obviously huge in the industry right now. So, and very very cutting edge with what he's doing with VR and Blender. But yeah, I've met a handful of people that have been just, when you see them work, they're just on another level, and it at first I think it kind of feels intimidating watching these people, do their thing, but eventually, when you see the process, it's eye opening, and kind of it's more motivating than anything else. It
Mm,
uh, it makes it seem much more achievable. So yeah, I love going to art talks and lectures and stuff, and
yeah,
um, yeah,
yeah. It's great, you know. Even doing these chats and things, it's also it keeps me happy for the day. If I do in the usually if I do it in the morning, um, it just keeps me going for the whole day. Just after
yeah,
that. Um, but yeah, thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Um,
no problem.
yeah, everyone, feel free to check out the artwork, Jude Smith's artwork, artstation.com. Links are down below for those websites and stuff. Um,
Hmm. Oh, and that Weta workshop guy, his name is Paul Tobin,
yeah,
just in case
Porto.
I messed that up last time. So yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, he was great. That was mind blowing.
Yeah.
I was so psyched that Weta came out to Lightbox last year, and yeah, that studio's had a huge impact on me
Mm,
from early on. So, but
the
yeah, no, thank you for having me. It was great chatting, man. So let's definitely keep in touch,
yeah,
and yeah,
awesome.
good luck with your book and everything.
Thank you. Well, thanks, Ewa, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.